So I've been able to get this off.
The video.
Okay, so I've already replaced this one.
So here we're going to talk about box plots. Something simple, something that's good for looking at data. And here we got 3 data sets that were shown in the box plot. So the data is broken up into quarters or quartiles. Kind of highlights the middle of the data with those blue boxes. Shows a minimum, a maximum, and then it shows outliers, and that's what these red X's are. These are the outliers. These T's are whiskers. Shows this is a calculated maximum here on M3. Same thing, M1. You expect a certain range to data, but sometimes if something's way out of line, you want to flag it in a sense, so you can decide whether to ignore it or not. Maybe a sensor was acting up. Maybe a person wrote down a wrong number, and you want to find out. You want to understand the data. And box plots are nice for understanding the data, and it gives you an idea of the spread of the data. Is it skewed one direction, another direction? It is all nicely centered, things like that. So what are the different parts? You can see we have an average is this circle. It's just basic average calculation. The median is the middle line there. The minimum is the bottom whisker. Maximum is the top whisker. And then we got our 2 outliers here and the other outlier over here that we're showing. And then you have our interquartile range, or the IQR, and which shows the middle 50% of the data. Now these quartiles, if they say quartile 1, it's this line here, and it includes all the data indicated by the bracket. So 25% of the data is below that line. Quartile 2 is the same as a median, and it's half the data is below that. Quartile 3 is this line up here, and 75% of the data is below that. Quartile 4 is not a term, it's kind of nonsensical. You want to say it, but you don't use it because that's the maximum value and includes all the data. And then the interquartile range, the IQR, is defined as this middle area. So it's like you take take Q3, the third quartile, and subtract out the first quartile. It gives you this middle box here. And it just gives you an idea where half the data is sitting. And we got 3 data sets here and 3 box plots shown. Now you can also orient box plots sideways instead of vertically. That's up to you. That's your preference. So now we're going to go to the Excel spreadsheet and generate the box plots. There's a simple way to do it, and then using an Excel built-in function, or you can just do it yourself.